Hi, welcome to my channel. In case this is your first time, my name is Sian and I am a self-employed illustrator, comic artist, and ceramicist. And this video, I wanted to make this video because I wanted to show you the process of making my little comic, well, Halloween themed comic called Blood Juice. And yes, I just wanted to show you that whole process. So right now we are almost about to arrive to Halloween's day. Today is the 21st of October. I celebrated my birthday on the 14th of October, and that was also the day that I opened my shop where I sold Halloween themed ceramic pieces as well as stickers. My shop is still available in case you want to go grab some of those. But yeah, I also have my Blood Juice comic available there. And just to accompany that shop update, I wanted to release this video. So yeah, I guess without any further ado, I will be showing you the process of writing that comic in hopes that maybe if you also want to write a comic yourself, or if you're trying to figure out how to do it, maybe this can help you a little bit, just a tiny bit at least. Or maybe you're just here for the fun of knowing how it was made, and so this is what this video is for. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you at the end of the video. Hi there. So it is a Tuesday, 6:40, almost 7, and I'm so tired. I have been working all day on freelance work, and I just decided to stop for a little while so that I could show you the way I wrote my script for the comic. I don't know why I decided to do it today. I had it on my to-do list, and I was like, I'm gonna get this over with. So yeah, like I said, so this is a comic that I wrote almost a year ago, and so I decided to write a very quick script. I don't think I can technically call it a script. It's not so much a script as it is a list, a bulleted list of the actions that happen in the story. So as you can see on the screen, I have the title of the comic, which by the way, it's called Blood Juice. And then after that, you can see a little, what could we call it? Like a little summary of what the story is about. This is, and the way I think about it is, this is what I want to be written in the back of the comic. How do you call that in books? When there's like, is it a summary? Like in the back of the books, there's always like a description of what the book's about. So that's whatever it is, however it is called. So after that, I have the story breakdown. You can see here all of my mistakes. Sorry if there are any grammar mistakes. But anyway, so I have the story breakdown. It's bulleted points basically, and I have a really quick description of the actions that are happening as they're happening. And I have these really small notes between brackets. Are they called brackets? Let's call them brackets for now. So between these brackets, and they're just like small notes that I put in here just to remember where my head was at when I was writing the story, or just little notes that helped me bring back the idea that I had at the time. I don't know if that makes sense. So yeah, in here we have the description of the characters. Sorry, not description of the characters, the description of what the characters are doing, or what our main character is doing. And that's the way it goes all the way to the end. So it's just that. I don't really have any detailed descriptions of, the places that they're at, or the way the characters look, or dialogues at all, because as I said, this is just only the actions that are going to help me, that are going to help the story happen, basically. And after this, it's time to do the storyboard, which is what I'm going to be doing next week, because this week I have a lot of freelance work to do. So I'm going to use this week to finish my freelance work. And the next week, I'm going to start working on the storyboard. I wanted to give myself enough time to work on the storyboard and figure out, again, the things that are not in here, which are basically the dialogue and the scenes and the pace of the story and the style of the story. So all of that, all the hard work is going to happen next week. And I will see you back here so that you can, well, the magic of editing, you're not going to have to wait. But I have an entire week to go before I start working on the storyboard. But yes, so I will just continue working. I hope that you continue to have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon, very soon. Okay. Cut to where I'm working with the storyboard already. ¿A dónde vas, Nina? Hi, so a couple of weeks have passed since I've been able to work on the comic, mostly because I started focusing on finishing all of the pre-orders that I had for ceramics and also the ceramics that I wanted to do for the Halloween update. But that's done. I've already sent them to I've already sent them to their second firing, and I will probably go pick them up on Monday. Today is Thursday, the 22nd, and I am working on the final pages of the comic. I'm about to finish it, and once I finish it, I will be able to go ahead and print it. I'm very excited about that. These final pages that I have left, which are basically 1, 2, 3, I think there are 4 pages left for me to do. 2 of them are my favorite pages in terms of how I accommodated the elements inside the comic and the panels. I really love the way that they, oh no, 3 of these pages are some of my favorite pages in the comic. You will probably be looking at least one of them right now. I'm particularly proud of this page. I don't know what it is about it. I really had a lot of fun figuring out how I wanted to panel the comic. And most of the times I felt like I had to put everything on like a square box. But some of the ideas for how to panel some of these or how to accommodate some of these drawings came from me looking back at a bunch of like mangas and comics that I have, or graphic novels that I have here with me. Because at some point I feel like I reached a point where I didn't know how to panel anymore. It was like, should I just do a bunch of squares and just continue doing that, or what? And so I flipped through a couple of pages, and I took some notes about how they were paneling and everything. Yeah, so I am about to finish the comic, and I'll just have to wait for it to be printed. And meanwhile, I will be working on the picture editing aspect of the shop update, so that I will have the minimum work to do once the comic and the ceramics come in. What else? Oh yeah, I recently lived through 2 earthquakes that happened both yesterday, well, I guess today around 3 or 2 a.m. And another one that happened back in the 19th. And that one happened while I was working here with the ceramics. I was painting them, minding my own business, and all of a sudden I started feeling like something was moving my chair, and I thought it was Nina pushing against the chair or something because she wanted to eat or something. And then I realized it wasn't Nina and it was an earthquake, and I just stood up and looked for my keys everywhere because they were not where they were supposed to be. And yeah, I eventually managed to get out of the apartment. And by the time I got out, the earthquake was just done. But yeah, I did not feel it as strong as other people said, friends and family. But yeah, I guess it's a bit terrifying. I'm still waiting, thinking that it might happen again. Hopefully it won't. But yeah, that has been the week, well, not the week, but the month of September so far. Earthquakes and a lot of work. And yeah, so I will continue to work on the final pages of the comic. And once I'm done with that, like I said, I will get to work with the shop update. And hopefully I will be able to record a bit of the printing process of the comic. And yeah, that will be a wrap up for this video once I get to do that. So I will continue, and I will let you enjoy the rest of the vlog, as always. I have some great news, guys. It's finally here. They finally came. I'm so excited. Look at them. Ah, they're so cute. This is definitely a dream come true. Being able to print my comics and, show them to you. This one is slightly stained. You might be able to see there. The reason for it is because this is the one that I used at an art market I went to. And I wanted to have one out for people to flip through so that they could be able to see what they were getting and what the story was about, or even read it if they wanted to. So that's why it's still slightly stained. But I don't mind. So I just look at it. It's so bright and colorful. I just love Riso ink. I used, as I said, fluo pink and just bright red inks, and also a black, just to give you an idea of the insides. Which other page I can show you? This one, which is a page that you saw me working with throughout the blog. I'm just so happy. I have no words. I'm so happy. I never thought that I'd be able to make my own comics and just print them and have them in my hand. And I hope that you guys really enjoy this comic. I worked on it so hard. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you so much for all of the people that pre-ordered this and have been so patient with the comics getting here. I did receive just a handful of them, but I will be very soon receiving the rest of them. So I printed 50 copies of these. I don't know if I'll ever print it again, honestly. But for now, only 50 copies exist in this world of this really cute comic. Thank you so much. You can read it online if you want to, or you can also support me by buying a physical copy. And yeah, more blotches to come, I guess, sometime soon. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. It took me a very long to edit the video because it took me a very long time to finish the comic. And in between, as I probably said in the video before, I was working with different projects. So I was doing the Halloween themed ceramic pieces. I was also designing the stickers alongside writing the comic. And so there were a lot of things happening in this past, I guess, 3 months or so. But it was very fun. It was so much fun. I'm very happy and very, very surprised that I was able to finish all of those projects on time and without having a breakdown. Probably next time I will try and be better at managing my projects and just considering time, the time that it actually takes to make every and each one of these things, and just leave myself a bigger amount of time. A longer amount of time to make projects like this. But all things considered, I feel like I did a great job, and I'm very happy with all of the things that I was able to create in these past couple months. And yeah, but please, you tell me, what do you think about the whole process of making a comic? Are you thinking about writing a comic yourself? Did you already read my comic? So I guess this is just a little outro video, and I wanted to say thank you for watching again, and I hope that you have a very lovely day. I will probably be recording another video after this. I don't know what it's going to be about, but it's definitely going to be about art at the very least. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and happy Halloween.